3-point range. How do you get out of this kind of cold slump that you've been in? What is it about this year that is there anything different, or is it just you're comfortable with the system, you're taking the shots that the offense is designed for you to get? Like, is there anything different that's happening?
I mean, obviously it helps that I'm in a much better rhythm, and I'm kind of carrying on the momentum I had at the end of last season, and otherwise I think it's just the work that I put in over the summer and throughout these years, and it's paying off, and yeah, the shots are going in.
You're one of the rarities, at least locally, that has a win over Xavier from your Butler days. What do you tell the guys? You saw the game last year. You've seen it from the Butler angle. What do you tell the guys about playing them?
I mean, they get told enough, so everybody knows what it's about, and they don't need any extra motivation from me. And I mean, yeah, I'm very happy that I have a win over them, but I need to get another one.
Connor Hickman's been struggling a little bit as another offensive weapon in yourself, and Coach West talked about he's a veteran. He scored 1,000 points. What's he shown since he joined the team to give you the confidence that he's going to push through and really be a weapon for you guys this season?
I mean, really just knowing what type of player he is and seeing him in practice, you don't really worry about his offensive game because we've seen how he can perform. I'm really glad with how he's been developing on the defensive side, and I mean he got 7 rebounds last game, so he's really finding a way to help us in every way possible, even though his offense isn't where he wants it to be.
With the slow starts over the last week, is there anything you guys saw on film or anything that you guys fully took away from it outside of just got to be tighter together and more kind of buttoned up on the offensive end?
Yeah, no, I think especially with the slow starts, it's more of a just attitude thing. There's not really like a specific thing that, like early in the game we keep doing this, or like some strategic problem, but it's just got to be something that we have in our minds every time the game starts, and to make sure that we hit first.
Simas, Coach West mentioned following Saturday's victory that he's been on level 10 for the last few weeks. Has he turned it up a notch, maybe just a little bit here to start the week heading into Xavier?
Maybe, I don't know. I feel like he's on level 10 permanently, but yeah, I would say so. I mean, he's been disappointed. We've all been disappointed with how our performance maybe dropped a little bit since the beginning of the season. So he definitely knows that we need to put in a lot of work to get us back up there where we were, during the first weeks of the year.
What's your favorite type of 3-point shot to hit? What's your favorite to take? Is it a pull-up, off the catch, dribble, pull-up?
Probably off the dribble or something difficult. Those are the most fun ones that go in, but really anything that goes through the net, I'm happy with it.
Ryan Conwell, it's a guy you saw last year against Indiana State twice. When you think about the individual matchups, what are some things that you think you need to do at both ends of the court to kind of gain an advantage?
Really, we just need to be us. We're not, doing anything special to prepare for the game or making any big adjustments. If we just put our heads down and do our work and do what we're supposed to do every game, everything will be just fine.
I asked Coach when he was in here if he was going to put you in bubble wrap before the Xavier game. So far, knock on wood for you, everything's been clean. So, how do you feel about being able to go into the Xavier game a lot better place physically?
Yeah, I mean, I'm very happy about it. It's something that I was excited for, since I committed to Cincinnati. So I'm very glad where I am today and how everything's looking, and that I've been able to stay healthy so far this season.
I don't know if the students are they back in class or no?
Finals week right now.
All right. I mean, what do you hear just walking around, or what do you guys hear in general?
I mean, everyone's excited. That's all I can say. I mean, they want us to win. We want to win. There's not much else to be said.
Cincinnati's on a 5-game losing streak in this series. Is it important to you guys to be the group that stops this and gets Cincinnati back on the winning side?
Yes, for sure. I mean, it's a big deal, like Dylan said, and like everyone's been saying. You know, it's one of the biggest rivalries in college basketball, and you know, we have a game at home this year, and everyone's excited for it, and we have a big chance. So yeah, we'll be ready for it.
When you look at scheduling, do you prefer these long layoffs, or would you prefer to have like a game in between this game as well as in between the Dayton game?
I mean, I wouldn't say I have a preference. Whenever we play, I'll be ready for it, and I know the coaching staff is going to have a great plan for us to be prepared. So yeah, I think that's a question for the coaching staff and what type of preparation for games they like. But for me, it's kind of all the same.
Anything else? All right, thanks, Simas.
Thanks, Simas. Appreciate it.